you jump. You can run the tour series if you can as well. Because we are there to draw. Completely lost. Maybe we can see it growing between these two teams. Who the hell?
Maybe. Again, I'd be banking on a draw. But if you were odds for Geek Slate, if you can get the kickback, get the roll on top, line up your trample and onslaught, then you can certainly just melt these heroes. So it's going to be a little bit more back and forth. This bot lane though, Schem already in danger.
Oh boy, Schem's already gone on that pos 1 laner. Toby and Kataomi able to set up, and the Tiny will secure first blood. So
it doesn't take too much to melt Melina in lane. She just doesn't have that much armor, even with all the iron branches here.
Flow is there, top lane. They'll make the jump in onto the Rubik, and Fishman is going to drop. Easy pick off here for Geek Slate as Narman had the vision to connect the roll, and Force obviously just able to follow up quite simply.
Yeah, it's better to lose Fishman than it is to lose Watson, like, because they're focusing so much on killing off that Rubik. Your Slark is pretty much uncontested in farm, so you're trading these kills away for a huge laning advantage. You're 19-7 in comparison there.
Yeah, Cox though, mid lane, he finds Stormstormer. That's the thing against the Batrider, like, even if you're playing the Ember, if he was coming in but now cancels the Cox, he might just move back in. Doesn't have the Napalm stacks to really threaten the life of Stormstormer. Just leave him be for now. Meanwhile, top lane, Fishman gonna get caught out again on the Rubik. So Force able to pick up his second kill, and I do love those Polaris voice lines, man. They're just so
entertaining.
That was hilarious.
He's such a funny guy. Anyway, this is not funny up top here. Watson
getting chased down again, but in the meantime, they've even got the laner. So Watson may drop, but still trying to run. Mid lane, Stormstorm is going to go down. Watson still fighting, actually finds Narman. Meanwhile, bottom lane, the Tiny, the laner, everyone's dying. Everybody gets a kill. Force is still chasing down Watson. He plans
he's getting blocked. You're finding some good wins on either lane here for both sides. The big difference maker is that mid for Cox. Like this Batrider on this overwhelming start into the travels timing he's going to be seeing here. The activity you can expect from him is just on the next level. For Geek Slate though, their bot lane is just not in good position. Like, there's only so much Rod you can do in this lane.
Stormstorm are going to rush in. Cox gonna be all right. Narman can't say the same for him though. He will get blocked with his roll, but it doesn't seem like they're 100% confident continuing for this. Kataomi will show up. Narman finally goes down. Roger, can he find a trade? Kataomi, oh, it's a double light strike array. Stormstorm are forced to rim it out, but they're gonna lose Fishman. It'll be a 2-for-1 trade in the favor of Geek Slate as they do find the double kill on the supports. Narman might be the bait here. Toby gonna move in along with Kataomi, but Cox, he'll start moving in now as well as the Batrider. He'll go for the lasso, and they should have damage to get it done. So Silence will not allow the turnaround black hole play. That's a big one. Cox, great rotation. Though can he get out without getting caught? But without the Batrider, they won't have the damage output. Instead, Fishman and Kataomi may get spotted out in a moment as well. They do have the Ember to back them up though, but they'll make the jump in. Kataomi, he'll be targeted on that Tiny, and he will just drop as Cox now will go after Fishman on the Rubik perhaps. Lasso committed, and there should be no saving Fishman. They do just perma-stun him up. Stormstorm are trying to help from a distance, but realizes he can't really do too much. We'll just let him go down.
Yeah, again, not the biggest kills for Geek Slate. They're only finding support
duo nearby, and they do have the global silence, but they may need to pop it very, very soon. Rogi so far is waiting. Silence is there by Narman. He'll try to tank the gank on the Earth Spirit and buy the time for Cox to TP out, and that he will. So you lose your Earth Spirit, but he does allow the Batrider to get out of there. And I'd call that probably a win for Geek Slate, considering how many heroes had to rotate for that.
Yeah, it was a lot of heroes coming out. You drag the attention of Stormstormer as well. And you are getting space out for Watson. I think the movement from Geek Slate's just not quite in the right part of the map. The Stark is able to farm. Stormstormer though.
Immediately just deleted here by a Schem. And now they've got another. Fishman, I mean, he pops the Laguna on Rogi, but he does go down anyway. Rogi will survive. Geek Slate, at least in terms of kills, they're having a very good time. Farm-wise, it's still a very good time. My only concern for them being Watson's still having an extremely good time.
Force
Speaking
doing?
of Watson, currently he's chasing down Force. Force will go for the trample play, try his best to survive through this and fight back, but there's no way to do so once Kataomi gets involved. Onslaught is there, but it's just too short. He doesn't channel the full duration. And with that, he will just go down. Give it a shot. Black Hole was there, but it doesn't do too much against Cox. Toby now just trapped in the tree line, has absolutely zero places to go. Will just go down. In fact, now Naaman, he can really hunt them down because they all just show up. Just get the Magnetize going. He needs the backup. There is going to be the Ember rotating back in, but Skem's shown up. Has he shown up the wrong time, though? It does seem like he has. Still Naaman. He found Fishman, but that's all they're going to be able to find as he is set to fall. They'll just pounce him up and take him out. Big kills here for the side of Entity.
Nah, they reveal that Ag stacks up for himself. Cox, and he's got the blink ready.
All right on target. He's got Rogi. Skem trying to wait for the Dark Pack to help out. Lasso is going to be there though. Cox immediately jumping in, but Kataomi with a big avalanche is going to save the day. Still, they are going to jump in, and they've got Watson. Watson is down, but here comes Stormstormer to try and salvage the situation the best he possibly can. Out of Remnants, though, he cannot.
All these fights with her Lena up front and her Primal Beast nowhere to be seen. Like, they're still making it work without that body forward here.
Yeah, Force is just not joining the fights. Toby. Well, Rogi will be tossed back into Toby, and they will secure the silencer kill once again. Geek Slate just trying to protect that mid-tier 1 tower. Stormstormer, smoke broken, Remnant away.
No.
Stormstormer though, he's out of Remnants. Global Silencer's there just in the nick of time as well. Still, Entity are going to try and move in and get something for their troubles. Kataomi looking for a tossback, found a creep. So Naaman still running, gets kicked away by Fishman, but it won't matter. He does go down.
When they find some punishment.
Lone smoke. Does break it now. They know he's around there somewhere, but instead they're going to make the jump in mid lane onto Kataomi. In fact, they even found Fishman on the Rubik, so a 2-for-1 special. Fishman still being controlled up, will get bursted down by a Scam, and there's Stormstormer getting caught. Global Silence is out through the BKB. He can't get out of there. Still waiting for it. He gets thrown just in the nick of time, but the Lena attack's still going. Stormstormer trying to run, but Naaman's on the chase, but no, it's not enough. Oh, he will barely survive. Oh, it was like the Matrix watching him trying to avoid those Lena attacks, John.
Oh, yeah. Fly.
Kataomi out with the avalanche. Roshan now getting very, very low as Force is going to make the jump in, and the roll-in is there from Naaman. Watson, he'll jump out of the Roshan. He'll go right after the kills instead onto the silencer. Rogi is down. Scam's in trouble. He'll try to BKB and run. Meanwhile, Kataomi about to fall in the tiny, but Force will do the exact same. Seems like Entity have won the team fight, and they can just casually move right back into the Roshan pit. The Cox is still trying to make it, dilly making their way in. But Scam is forced to pop the BKB to be able to get out of this. Rogi, he cannot do the same though. He'll get pounced by Watson. No BKB of his own. He will drop. Scam, or rather Stormstormer, chasing down Force in the meantime, does land the chains out onto the confined. Naaman closest target right now to Watson. He can make the pounce in, and he does land it once again. Though a nice kick away with the boulder smash, but it's not going to do enough. Scam hanging around in the pos 1 Lena, but understands he cannot help out his support. We'll just have to watch him go down. But maybe they can try for it. Just pops the BKB and rushes right in onto Cox. BKB is popped, but they've got the Batrider in trouble. He's still trying to run. Meanwhile, on the backside, Kataomi, he found 2 targets, forcing more BKBs out. Skem is forced to just TP away from his team, as this is not the fight he wants. Naaman's going to be alright. He will TP as well. Wrapping around through the dire jungle. There is vision on that high ground though, so it could be very effective for Entity as they do jump in now. Lasso is out. They've caught the Enigma. They'll try to burst him down, but he does have the Lotus Orb to protect, but no, it's not enough. Skem will take him down, but the immediate buyback is there. Rogi has also died, so it should be a free black hole if he can get within range. As Naaman and Fishman both go down as well. They've caught Force with the pounce out now, so Watson will keep trying, but they're
Fights, but again, the cores that they want to kill are just not in a position where they can take them down.
Cox getting caught a second time with the pounce out from Watson, and he's just gone. I mean, Stormstormer will take the kill, but that was basically just all Watson.
Yeah.
Immediate Remnant in, pounces out, force the BKB from Skem, but he still can't just run away from Watson. Watson will just keep chasing him down. The Lina caught out, 4 staff away, but another pounce on the Lina. Skem is down. No buyback available, as next will be Cox. There goes your Batrider. Naaman, he may not be safe either. He'll try to BKB up, but the roll is going to be blocked, and they will just keep chasing them down. Watson's an absolute monster on this Slark. There's just no stopping him.
Yeah. He just has such a good game lined up for him. They just never pressure.
Lasso out. They have caught a big target. It's going to be the Ember, but Stormstormer, he'll be fine for now. Instead, they'll try to make the jump in on Watson, but Watson, he can just heal up. With the Shadow Dance, they can't really kill him. Meanwhile, Cox, he's trying to run, but he's getting destroyed by Watson as they found Skem. They've got the Lina. There is no escape. The Batrider, rather the Black Hole, it does come out. It's so tough for Geek Slate. As Rogi will drop. GG is called. They've seen enough. Geek Slate.
Yeah, they just got off to a running start for Watson. His lane was a little bit back and forth, but he did find himself a couple of kills there. And for the side of Geek Slate, there was this moment in